Aska na kusonga robo fainali. Usiandike na mate, kaa kitako kwa mechi moja ya kukata na shoka. Wakiwa uongozini bila kupoteza mechi hata moja, kushinda mechi 12, kupata sare 5 kutoka kwa mechi 17. Hakika NZOIA sio wa kubebwa kilele mama na Zimaria. NZOIA hakika wana hamu ya hii ngao wanapopambana na GOR MAHIA. Cha muhimu kwa NZOIA na GOR MAHIA kujua ni kwamba anayekwenda kisimani mapema ndiye yule anayekunywa maji mazuri.
A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to the NZOIA Sugar Complex. It's a venue for today's GOTV match, NZOIA Sugar versus GOR MAHIA in the round of 16, looking for those who will be going into the quarterfinal stages of the match. The big team, the defending champions of the Premier League, 3 times champions in a row as well, and a team that has won this trophy 9 times in different names, is a team that will be taking on a NZOIA Sugar side that has a very good run in the lower ranks of their league, and that are also built to give some very good competition in today's match. It's being played at the MAHIA Sugar Complex, where it's been raining before. Precipitation at 3%. That just means there's a likelihood of rain as well. But then humidity very high at 51%, although the maximum temperatures that it might go to is 29. But expect also a cool breeze of 14 later on today. But this will be played largely in humidity. And I can tell you that nowhere is it more humid than on the GOR MAHIA fans' side. Apart from just the heat, that is so reminiscent of what might become rain later on today. The fans have still been on their feet and jumping up and down. The man who calls himself the commander of the Green Army, also known as Jaro Soldier, is in there today in a very unlikely position, seated almost like a VIP himself, with a couple of other, well, commanders of that Green Army in different ranks as well, sitting within there. But the big one will be what they will be doing on the field of play. Now, for the NZOIA Sugar side, they brought in BENSON MANGALLA in goal. But the man you'll have to watch out for is the man in jersey 20, playing as the central attack, Masita Masuta. 10 goals that he scored since moving to that side. And the expectation is great that he might just help the side to gain promotion into the top league again. Boniface Oloch will be in goal here. Luko Chen today plays in the defense as well. Shakava, Musa Mohamed are regulars together with Ouma. But Amos Nondi, the youngster, is given a start as well, together with Wendo in the midfield, Kahata, Walasimbi, Agwanda, and Jacques Tuisenge. Today, Medi Kagere is starting off the bench, together with Baron Okech as well as the strikers who are on the bench. So, on the NZOIA Sugar side, Edwin Walumoli, Akech Kwitonda are there, Mulama, Loda Ket, Machasio, and Oduor. On the other side, it's Frederick Onyango, Jerry Onyango, that should be Wellington Ocheng, Crispus Odula, that's Crispinas Odula, Anthony Bogwa, Baron Okech, Medi Kagere, and Jacob Kelly. Themselves having commanded first in places before, but today we'll be starting from the bench. It's an early kickoff as well in the afternoon, just about 2 o'clock kickoff that we are waiting for in weather that has been said to be very treacherous. It could just come down any time. Never mind the open skies that will make it look like it's going to be shining all through. It changes so suddenly and gets overcast before you know exactly what's going on. The story of football is that at the MAHIA Sugar Complex, it can rain even for 20 minutes, and then it drains off very easily later on, and it's still played. Yep, it happens on the GOR MAHIA stands as well. Money issues, business deals, friendships, sometimes even marriages have been contracted on the benches of GOR MAHIA. So the expectation is that you will see an entire life going on at the terraces on the other side. We're just about to go onto the field to start it. But there's great expectations all around, especially for the GOR MAHIA side that has not been doing too well. They're second in the Premier League table after 22 matches with 37 points. But they got into this stage by beating Mahakama 3-0. And then also had a bit steamer as well. But they've had 0-0 draws in the last 3 matches. And almost getting the fans to be a little bit impatient. If you compare to the NZOIA Sugar side that has gone 22 matches unbeaten in all competitions, it's a very, very good record, drawing just about 6 in those fixtures, but they've scored 38 goals as well. In the last 5, actually, NZOIA have drawn only won and won 4 out of 5. Now that's a very good record as well. But I think we should also be looking at the record of the fans, and no one takes it better than the GOR Mahia fans, for sure. They are unrivaled in terms of celebrating. The FC Leopard side equally brings in some very good zest when they are at the stadium, when they are in attendance of the matches. But the GOR Mahia side, for consistency in terms of fans, their support would probably be unrivaled anywhere around this area. Then again, you must know that there are very, very different branches of GOR Mahia who usually would want to come in to the stadium to lend their support to the teams as well. And the match being played at Mumias Sugar just means that those who are around in Kisumu, Bungoma, Kakamega, and those areas probably would come in just as much as they would for NZOIA Sugar as well. But it's not the fans that win matches, it is actually the players on the field who do win matches, and they've got 90 minutes to do that. So they will already be preparing themselves for that big task on the field of play. If they could give as much as what the fans are giving on either side, I think we are in for a very interesting match then at the Mumias Sugar Complex in Mumias. So as they walk on, it will be that moment that everybody has been waiting for. So we've seen a couple of teams that have already made it through to the quarterfinals, courtesy of getting wins in the weekend's matches that started on Friday for the GOTV Shield Cup. That is brought to you by Supersport on your World of Champions and live today from the Mumias Sugar Complex. Captain of the GOR Mahia side is, of course, Musa Mohammed, so is usually the man who conducts the introductions for the side. Aaron Chakava has commanded first in place in the central defense as well for a good number of seasons now for the side. And then Peter Juma is the captain of the NZOIA Sugar side. Will come for the coin toss. The central referee is David Mulongo, assisted by Gabriel Apida, and headmaster Hassan Umondi as the second assistant referee. Evans Kadenga is, Haji Adede is the fourth official in this one. This must be the NZOIA fans then as well on the other side, also giving their voices to their side. Malala is the man who's coaching the NZOIA Sugar side, has promised to put his best men on the field today, and so will be expected to be the one that guides the team to a big one today against Z Maria, as is supposed as is well known. The Brazilian coach of the GOR Mahia side has not had good fortune in getting the 3 points in the matches, and has had a couple of the fans getting a little bit impatient and waiting for something better to happen. Interestingly, GOR Mahia today not having Karim Zigimana, neither does it have Abuba Sibomana, neither does it have Innocent Wafula on the bench. And a lot of stories that have been coming out about what happened as well with the goalkeeper trainer, the goalkeeper coach, also having been dropped by the side. Matthew Oira Otamax taking to social media to vent on that decision. All the full details are yet to come out of exactly what happened in that situation. But it's already brought the GOR Mahia team to the Mumias Sugar side to start their quest to try and get into the later stages of the GOTV Shield. One for the watches in goal for the GOR Mahia side, and on this other side it will be BENSON Mangala, with high fives renting the air from the Mumias Sugar side. One of the most calm goalkeepers you could ever find anywhere. Totally unperturbed, and says very nicely that he doesn't like pressure because he doesn't succumb to it. And he says pressure is not for him, it should be for the coaches and everybody else. He just plays the game and saves when he can and plays the game. So we're into the match there now. The round of 16 match, GOR Mahia versus NZOIA Sugar, coming to you live on your World of Champions from the Mumias Sugar Complex. one of the better playing surfaces in this part of the world, and which has also hosted international action. NZOIA Sugar will want to get a good result in this one. Gilbert, what do you think?
Well, that's very, very important. You just talked about the stats coming into this game, that NZOIA has been very, very good, especially in the Nationwide League, and hopefully coming back. But again, those tackles will definitely be a lot of them, especially in the midfield, where we expect there's going to be a big battle, owing to the fact that NZOIA is playing with 3 guys in the middle and GOR MAHIA playing with 2 players in the midfield.
Well, the battle for midfield control will be the earlier thing to watch out for as well in this game. With the number of goals that the NZOIA Sugar side has scored, you would expect them to be running and try to get the better of their opponents, but then they'll have to weigh that against also a team that is equally good in GOR MAHIA. They're cut out by Bolton on Wenger, sends the ball out for a corner. It's going to be the first one of the game. It is for GOR MAHIA. Already Jack Tuisenge trying to make inroads on that side. And again, charging by the formation that they put in, they will be having a back 4 and then a midfield of 3 and another forward of 3. So the corner comes in. A real battle to try and control it, that is won by the NZOIA Sugar side. Now trying to get to it is Lawrence Juma in the midfield. Lets it roll off the field of play. It's going to be a throw-in. It's going to be for NZOIA. So again, the GOR MAHIA team has been said to be playing a semblance of Brazilian football, but with the speed that NZOIA will bring into this game, do you think they will change their, format or their speed of the game?
Well, I think the Brazilians don't change their style of play. They play the samba throughout their games, and I want to believe that GOR will try and knock the ball around. The surface is absolutely fantastic, well neat out there, and I think playing in a region where it has been very, very difficult for GOR to find a win against NZOIA, they're coming against a very, very stubborn side.
This is Wallace Simbi, who's tackled and dispossessed by Edgar Zano. Employing a little bit of speed and getting the ball away. Kahata tries to bring it back onto the left, and then it's a quick throw up front to Brian Yakama. Well, trying to get it to Brian Yakama. The name Yakama obviously is a famous name in football in this area, Gilbert.
Yes, the father actually used to play for Mumias Sugar on the same field. That is Nick Yakama, currently coach of Nakuru All Stars. Of course, in the stadium today to try and lift the spirits of his son.
I think the son wants to catch the spirit of the father. We'll be interested to see whether the father releases the spirit to the son as well. But NZOIA Sugar get a corner. So two corners, one apiece in the early stages of the match. Interesting to see what NZOIA then has in the set pieces as well. A very long one that is headed back to the center. Trying to get a chance for a turn. The clearance is pushed out. It's going to be a throw-in. And it's going to be for the NZOIA Sugar side. But it was a very long one. It was just headed back by Masita Masuta, wasn't it?
Yeah, he heads it back and tries to find Brian Otieno, but again, that mix-up. And of course, the reaction by the GOR defenders don't give him space to be able at least to take a shot at goal.
Clamping down on the spaces, results into a goal kick. And it's quickly started by Boniface Oloch. And then ultimately goes out to the right side to Shakava to start the build-up from the side. Again, just looking for a chance to start moving the ball around. They don't lump it forward, expecting that anyone will just take it. Boniface now does exactly what I thought they were going to do. Akwanda pushing through 2 defenders, but doesn't get his foot on the ball in time. The goalkeeper furious at his defenders for not clearing the ball early enough. But Aguara as well didn't quite just take the shot. And a quick interception by Brian Otieno sends it out for a corner for GOR MAHIA. Second corner of the game in 4 minutes for GOR MAHIA. 3 corners in total in those 4 minutes. And starting it short to Wallace Simbi, who brings it down. Not a good delivery from on that left side as NZOIA then try to organize themselves for a quick break. The only thing that might be the undoing of NZOIA is they're in a hurry at the moment and have not weighed the situation. They're playing exactly the same way they've played previously, Gilbert. And yes, they've scored 38 goals, but against an opponent like GOR, you've got to watch whether you run that fast or you weigh the situation in the middle first.
Yeah, you're right. I think simple instructions from the coach is to try and get to the goal as soon as possible. Try to get at least a goal in the first few minutes of the game. But again, you're right. They need to size up GOR. They've not played at this level. They're playing the champions, the current Premier League champions. Therefore, they need to size themselves up first.
Well, the intention was for Eric Ouma to run on the flanks coming from Musa Mohammed, but too long a ball because of the field of play. GOR then pick this one up. Eric gets dispossessed in the middle. Just going on a bit too fast for himself. Oh, look at where Boniface Oluoch plays it from. Comes all the way from his line to clear the ball, playing like the last part because Musa Mohammed was so far inside. So yeah, get it again. Look for a chance for a cross. Boniface Oluoch decides to let it roll off the field of play. It's going to be a goal kick, and it's going to be for the NZOIA Sugar side. Amos Nondi is the youngster in the game who brought in a very weak cross, didn't quite manage to push it nicely on the left foot. I guess he just needs to leave the leave the dream, or how would you put that then? Just needs to grow into the big game. He's still playing a little bit timidly, Amos Nondi. Playing on the right side of the attack for GOR. Masita will pick it up for the NZOIA Sugar side. Getting a return ball from Lawrence Juma. Try to look for another winger. And try to get it through as well. I think he was just overrode by the occasion. Decides to try and lump it forward. And easily loses it. That's Nondi touching it down on the right side. And Tuisenge tries to get a run on the flanks. Stop shot as Bolton Mwenga tries to get it out. Ends up still in play though. Mwenga managing to get it forward now. Here's a chance for the three men to move forward, looking for a shot towards goal. Oh, this one just misses. The greatest of chances that the NZOIA Sugar will get. Brian Yakama. Oh, just doesn't get it over the goalkeeper, Gilbert.
That's the best chance that NZOIA needed in this game in the first 8 minutes. Brian Yakama showing his intention as a striker, but the goal was yawning and he should have buried that ball for the first goal. They will definitely rule those opportunities.
Side and going down on the left side, Walusimbi brings in the cross, looking for Tuisenge, picked up by the goalkeeper BENSON Mangala. Takes a little deflection that slows it down a bit, but they always are looking to be reactionary as well. This is Masuta, left foot short. Should have brought it in as a cross instead of taking it as a shot.
Yeah, he should have brought a 45, and they're finding it very easy to go past Luko Jeng on the right-hand side of the defense. And this is the question that we're begging: where is Karim Nzigimana? Because both Nzigimana and Abuba Sibomana are nowhere on this field. Neither are they on the team sheet. Begs the question, why?
You're right about that. Innocent Wafula as well, who usually compliments Karim Nzigimana, is not there as well. But I guess it's the coaches who make decisions, and we haven't got any word about what happened to them or why not there. But a cross comes in from the left side. Cleared on time, coming from the answer, Eric Ouma. Intended for Jack Tuisenge and cleared out for another corner. It will be for GOR. Again, not putting the tallest man up front. I think Shakama just arrives into the box slightly later. It looks like it's going to be taken directly towards goal by Nondi, who brings in another low one. Then Kahata tries to get through it and does it. This one is just top shot by by Ernest Window. I guess the only thing that the NZOIA Sugar forwards will have to watch out for is the offside trap, but otherwise they are running fast enough to be able to get past the defenders at full speed. Musa Mohammed playing with Lure, with Lukna. Musa Mohammed playing with Musa Mohammed playing with the goalkeeper. They're just turning the ball to each other. This is going to be a foul then. Pretty obvious foul on Lawrence Juma. Had already evaded the first tackle. Musa says, look, I stomped on the ground. But the intention, of course, was to decapitate Juba. And they start a quick one, but also lose it that easily. Didn't calculate that one. I think they were just in a hurry, but that will be the undoing of NZOIA. They are just in a hurry to try and get a goal.
Yeah, they're in a hurry, and you've already seen that GOR trying to play a high line, and NZOIA trying to play the balls right behind the two central defenders. And a good thing about GOR is that their goalkeeper Boniface Olwoch, who has been preferred in place of Frederick Onyango, who normally is always in goal for the Cup Championship, is playing like a typical sweeper, meaning playing way beyond his goal line.
This is Francis Kahata bringing it back to the midfield to Wendo, one of his former teammates at the Thika United side. Again, Kahata doesn't get his foot onto that ball, and it will be another attempt to go for a quick break, and that will be the undoing. They need to slow down and watch out to find out where the other sides are. They obviously have made a lot of capital out of counter-attack situations, Gilbert.
Yeah, they're trying to play a lot of counter-attacks, and that's why you found Masita getting himself in very, very prime positions. I think they're trying to drop back in numbers, lock the midfield, lock the defense, and then try to hit Gormaya on the counter.
Here is Nondi trying to go through in the middle. He's fouled. He will get a free kick. The youngster who just rose through the Gormaya youth ranks is trying to exert himself, but he's got to have speed as well. In the big league, they will bring you down very quickly if you don't go faster than they do. Eric Oba mastered that, brings in the crosser. The Gwanda, in a bid to try and stop it, sends it out of the field of play. It's going to be a goal kick. But the one person who's becoming a danger in terms of the crosses, Gilbert, is Eric Ouma.
Yeah, he's plied his trade, especially on this field while at Kakamega Boys. Him alongside Shakava has played on this field for more than 4 seasons. And also on NZOIA side, they have Luke Namanda, who has played in the regional championship in schools for Inkoze High School. So 3 players who know this terrain very, very well.
This one's just down in the midfield. Then an attempt to get it down onto the right side to Luke Namanda. It's been ruled to be offside. It's going to be free kick, and it's going to be for the Gormaya side. 13 minutes of play already gone. Just tells you that it's going to be very exciting if the minutes are going to go that fast. Yet another ball lumped down on the left side, which they're trying to open up. Nondi losing it to the bigger of the defenders on the NZOIA Sugar side. It's going to be a throw-in, and it's going to be for the NZOIA United side. Well, question, Gilbert, is it NZOIA United or NZOIA Sugar?
I think it's NZOIA FC.
Okay, but you bring in a third opinion, don't you? They must have registered something. They previously played NZOIA Sugar, and that was a formidable opponent, a formidable Premier League team. But then I think they also do go sometimes by the name NZOIA United. This one's shielded out of the field of play. It's going to be a goal kick, and it's going to be for the Gormaya side. Brian Yakama side, the Brian Yakama's son in that team, and trying to do the best for the side. The battle for midfield is already almost big word. As Boniface Olwoch lifts this one away from the striker. Good distance of build-up. NZOIA Sugar have got the tallest of the midfielders of the two, and they're using that height advantage very well in cutting off all midfield play that is in the air. Lovely little touch behind by Brian Yakama, but he's almost getting himself into an offside position. He needs to watch out that as well. Masita then has a shot that is not angled directly towards goal, but the youngster is the one you have to watch out for. And about this time, the ball goes out on the left side. I think Masita just decides he's not going to get into Brian because he might just be in the offside position, and then he releases it to a shot that is not accurate.
Yeah, Brian is very, very fast, and I think he needs to exercise when to take off and when to come and receive the ball, because most of the balls that he's receiving are actually above.
Here is Agwanda getting past the goalkeeper. Let's put it this way, the goalkeeper comes off his line and picks it up effectively like a sweeper. And Agwanda will feel this trade a bit from a very fast goalkeeper. The very first time that Agwanda tries to go past him. Here is Nondi. No foul awarded to him. He'll learn that he has to get up and just get on with it as well. Oh, this one picked up by Ernest Wendo. And then back to Nondi. Oh, this is Eric Ouma, beg your pardon. Plays it back to Ernest Wendo. Kahata. Try to open up the spaces by backpedaling a bit, getting into Shakava. The push into the midfield is the one they've got to be confident about if they've got to move. Then a long one to Agwanda for Agwanda to chase her, coupled by the captain, Peter Juma. Agwanda is feeling the pinch, I think. Probably just needs to get that attended to.
Well, previously, Agwanda Mangala coming out at the nick of time, and clearly as a sweeper, had he stayed in goal, it could have been other business, but again, thwarting the efforts of Agwanda, who scored a very, very thunderous goal against Stima in the 2-0 win in the 32 round of this particular tournament.
Well, Mangala himself feeling the pinch at the moment of the save that he made earlier on. Agwanda is already limping from that, not looking very comfortable by the time he was hobbling into the midfield. And I can tell you, even now, Agwanda himself is sitting down on the other side, feeling the pinch and also needing attention, while Mangala is already receiving that attention. I'll tell you, another thing that needs medical attention might just be the drums, Gilbert. They're being beaten hard. Occasionally, they get a thorough beating.
Well, you know, my question is, what would you do if you came across a bull? That's something that Mangala did not realize, that he was coming up against a bull.
Gilbert, that is Agwanda. And he went in full force. Maria is thinking about the strategy. We hope at the moment on what he will be changing if he needs to. But he's coming to sharp focus in recent times on whether or not the defending champions will get a win soon. They've gone for 3 straight draws. If you just want to take it back to only 3 matches. The goal kick then will be taken by Mangala of the NZOIA Sugar side. Right into the midfield, headed out by Kahata. Agwanda chases it and drops it down to Walusimbi, who finds him again. Agwanda tries to lob it into the box, trying to find Tuisenge, but it's cleared off. Kahata has a little touch at it, or wanted to be very intelligent about it. Now, that's that run that I was talking about, Brian Yakama. I think it's just that now that Gabriel Abida is catching him, but 3 or 4 times he's run out like that in an offside position, occasioning the other players to decide to play on other than get the ball to him because he would be caught in the trap.
You're right. The decision for them to play those counter-attacks are good. The intentions are very good, but again, the timing of the runs by Brian Yakama is what is letting them down in this particular instance. GOR playing a very, very, very high line, and it could be disastrous for them.
This is Masita, who was trying to go for an aerial ball. Already gone off the field of play. As Masita Masuta was trying to get to it. Erika Uma trying to keep it just rolling down on that side. Ultimately, they also concede a foul. Boniface will watch then will be trying to take it. their time and relaxing a bit just to see what happens. Just waiting. To see whether things will change a bit for especially midfield, where big wars are being won there. This gives up the field of play for a throw-in. And a foul will be given to NZOIA Sugar. Also kills by them, NZOIA United. For that push onto the floor. So a free kick then to NZOIA. But we played 20 minutes of the game, 21 minutes we are playing now. Still trying to find out how building to the midfield for both sides. For the NZOIA Sugar, they've now realized that that run is not doing them a lot good. Oh, the goalkeeper punches it just slightly away. Defenders don't touch as well. It's Noni who has it. An accurate pass this time, but he puts Wendell in the middle of it all. Gets it back. Doesn't have enough time to wheel out of it. The touch and the power, but Enzano sends it off the field of play. It's going to be a throw-in. It's going to be for the NZOIA United side. But here, what for the watch? Wow, almost overconfident in the way of taking that away here.
It's a good decision because there was a player who was actually going up, one of his defenders, but he made the decision to at least put his hands on the ball. Now, Bernard, I've heard you talk about the fight in the dog. and relationship to what is going on the field today.
Absolutely. It's a very big fight that they are putting in. Love run down on the left side and picked up by Luke. Doesn't get to it, but yes, there is a big fight in that dog. Might be a small dog, but the fight it brings into it is what will determine the outcome. The big dogs, of course, is the Gorbaya side, and sometimes just a bark is enough to scare the smaller teams. But then you get a small dog that is bringing in the fight,
like the Chihuahua.
Well, yeah, but mine's just philosophical. It's not expertise in animal behavior. But yes. It's been very well said that tiny little animals have a big fight in them. It's a defense mechanism, and that might just be built. Good ball down on the left side, and by Uba picks it up, goes on the right foot, lobs it straight into the box, headed out by the captain to the side. Peter in Chuma. For a throw-in, it's going to be for the Gorbaya side. Again, Agwanda very tightly matched as well, but manages to pick up the loose ball. No deep, back to Agwanda. Trying to look for a way of crossing it in, and Eric Oba has turned to it. It's just a little deflection. I'll tell you, it's an all-out war then at the moment, because the big realizes that the small dog has a lot of fight. You know, you've got to put your best as well.
You have to remember that last season, the same team NZOIA eliminated Task. Last year, before just going down 3 goals to 2, Moroni. So when it comes to big teams, they are very good.
Yellow card to Lukachenga. Tackling just a little bit too hard. Lukachenga is also roving, overlapping on that right flank. The Tusker FC player is a hard tackler, that's for sure. When it comes into this one, he didn't go for the ball at all. And Bolton Omwenga is a strong man and back to his feet immediately after that. Normally, when he just, street football, happens, but you go home and come back maybe after 3 days. So you must attest to the fact that he's a strong man to get back and continue with it. Let's see Omwenga again, dashing down on the left side, bringing in the crosser. 2 men are just giving it. Sita Suta doesn't bring in a very good one. And loses another chance for the NZOIA Sugar side. that. As Agwanda now, who has moved to the left side, I think look for a chance to go through. Not a very good shot that he takes. Easily picked up by BENSON MANGALLA. Starts a quick build-up for the NZOIA Sugar side. But the pace of NZOIA Sugar has certainly changed the way MAHIA has to play this one, Gilbert.
Yeah, they're rushing GOR MAHIA. GOR is not staying back, they're actually trying to push up even more and increase their speed and their tempo of the game. That's why a lot of mistakes, a lot of missed passes from either side, really dominating in our midfield.
Comes off his line, but he's off his line as they try to lob it back into goal. It goes out of the field play. Even though was covering, Shuma had been solid idea of setting it there. But I'm not sure if the was already off at that. The ball actually.
Was not flagged.
Out for a goal.
Was not flagged. We're talking about that goal sideline, and Yakama twice now getting himself in prime scoring opportunities against Olwoj. But you just want to marvel at the way Olwoj covers that space in between him and his back four very well.
I'll tell you he does, but he's coming out with a lot of confidence as well. Agwanda doesn't cut this over the goalkeeper. Mangala stretches himself to the maximum to pull this one back. And Agwanda had the best chance here. Needed a little leverage. Lovely little, hand pick by the goalkeeper Mangala. What a challenge on either side. And I think it's previously a good thing as well that NZOIA Sugar is rushing GOR MAHIA, because the GOR MAHIA fans are often saying their team doesn't look like they're in a hurry anytime.
Oh, well, they're being put under a lot of pressure, intense pressure. Now they have to contend with those runs from the left and right hand side. Of course, Yakama coming through the middle and Masita Misuta playing straight on the left hand side of the attack.
Yes, Masita Masuta will be one man that Coach Zimaria will talk about, because it's really giving them a lot of problems. Brian had to encounter GOR MAHIA's goalkeeper, but then Juba noticed that the goalkeeper was off his line and tried to lob the ball over. And it's one man who also took so long away from the club. This is Mr. Mohammed. Missed a couple of games, Mr. Walasimbi. Missed a couple of games, and the explanation wasn't there about why he's missing. Suddenly gets himself back. This is not forward, headed out by the captain, Peter Ginchuma, out of the field of play for a throw-in. It's going to be for GOR MAHIA. Walasimbi will be the man going for it. Quickly targets Agwanda, gets it back to him. For a left-footed swinger. Oh, the clearance not done. Well, at least there are enough men from the NZOIA Sugar side trying to get to it. Again, the attempted clearance by Eriko Uma. Just drops into the midfield. And a good run coming from the left side by Brian this time. Doesn't get to it. There would have been no offside there, because the ball would have been coming off a defender. And that's the worry. And for the GOR MAHIA side. But that's a good thing for NZOIA to do.
It's a good thing. They're trying to beat GOR MAHIA through the middle. They have very, very fast strikers. Misuta and Brian Yakama have shown to be very, very explosive, especially off the blocks. And that's the reason why Boniface Olwoj today playing as a typical number 5, typical sweeper for GOR MAHIA this afternoon.
Back into the midfield. And the aerial battle is won by the NZOIA United side. Eriko Uma will pick it up for GOR MAHIA. Just drops it into the midfield and finds his captain, Mr. Mohammed. This is Wendo, who pushes it onto the right side. That is dropped again into the box. The defenders don't deal with it. But they've got the height, they would have taken the advantage over Agwanda in this one. Goes out of the field of play, it's going to be a goal kick. But Agwanda still is playing as an out-and-out striker in this game.
He is being complimented by Tuisenge, who seems not to have... he looks like he has lost his scoring boots, because it's been quite a long time before Jack Tuisenge scored a goal for GOR MAHIA. And that man on your screen, Barat Manala, a former Kenya international, having guided NZOIA to this particular point, leading the NSL League with 51 points from 21 matches, having lost 0 games so far this season.
Okay. Oh, just remember that I asked you about Rwanda, but it's all good. We get to the points as well. He also just brought in the fact that Trisenge might be wearing somebody else's boots, so... Picked up again, looking for a shot, and then looking for Brian as well, running on the other side. Luke Namanda is the one who gets there before. And he tries to set it up to Brian. Don't get a chance for a penalty because of handling the ball. In the clearance, the ball is handled, and it is handled by Addis Wendo. As he was trying to clear the ball, Mr. Bolongo, quick to point to the sport. The hard work of the NZOIA Sugar side, gifting them that. And a good decision by the referee. Because Addis Wendo tried to clear the ball, but he didn't quite get himself there nicely. And the ball went to his hands, changed direction. Here it is again. It's a shot. It takes the hands as he's trying to block it from his face. Unfortunately, with the ball changing direction, there's absolutely no way you can say anything about that. It's Juma puts it in the net. And NZOIA Sugar opened the score. And there will be a Sugar complex. Well, it's what they've been working for the last 30 minutes. There's absolutely nothing else they would have been doing in the last 30 minutes. They wanted to prove that they can still score against the big guns, and they've already gotten the goal, so the celebration is a nice big one as well. A watch sent to the other side as the ball goes into the net for a change in the scoreline. NZOIA Sugar 1 and Gombaya 0. Yes, it's something to thank God for. What a way to put it in the net. Zano just dummied that he was going to send a hard one onto the other side and then easily slots it into the net here. But that's the way to take penalties.
There's no power, there was just precision and a little dummy. The first time that I've seen Boniface Oluoch being sent to the gutters, sends the wrong way, and Zano scores the first goal for NZOIA.
Well, from the NZOIA Sugar complex, the scoreline is now NZOIA Sugar 1, Gombaya 0. The penalty in the 31st minute converted successfully. This is Amos Nodi again, doesn't get his pass through. Musa Mohamed blocking this one. Shakaba now pushing it farther forward. Rwanda running down with height, so doesn't manage to get away. It kills that for a throw-in. Advantage play that given to Gormaya after Kahata goes down. Musa Mohamed decides to lob this one forward. Goalkeeper comes up to pick it. It's going to be a quick one to start for the NZOIA Sugar. And again, they're trying to target Brian Yakama. This comes to the goalkeeper, waiting for the watch. Well, out of sheer pressure and sheer hard work, the NZOIA Sugar side actually managed to get a penalty.
It has just been hard work, Bernard, and as you said from the onset that they were trying to rush the goal defense line, and it actually paid off because it's from that simple mistake that they managed to get that vital penalty kick. And what a way to take penalties. Very calm, slotted.
It was Nodi. Gormaya looking around. Sends it into the midfield, gives it a very hard tackle. The youngster has not executed accurate passing for Gormaya. That's the problem with taking off slightly before. Now, NZOIA Sugar a little bit confused on where they should have been taking that ball. This is Eric Ouma who manages to get it out. And of course, that delayed the delivery because one player was going to be offside. Trisenge tries to head it out. Trying to clear the ball out and encounters an injury. So trying to extract himself into the game. But in the process of trying to clear the ball as well, bumps himself into Masita Masuta and comes out the worst of the two. Could have twisted something as well. Lukic is a big player, has the Premier League experience, having played for Tusker FC as well. And was in the bunch of players that were released some time back, that also released Boniface Oluoch, who went on to become the goalkeeper of the year. as well. So free kick then to the Gor Mahia side, taken by the goalkeeper, who himself decides to come so far off to do that. That just tells you that it's a very high line that is being played by Gor Mahia. But Mangala will start it. He's pulled a save himself out of an Eric Akwanda attempt before. All the way they're tearing the defense is the one that is lovely to watch out for, the ball going right through sometimes, and three men running for it and playing on the right side of the offside trap, so they're continually managing to beat it. This is Musa Mohammed, doesn't take it too far to the man who wanted to score the penalty. This time round, Eric Ouma gets it out. Akwanda is all alone up front and marked tightly by Brian Otieno, who gets the ball out to Peter Juma. Well, again, the idea is to try and open up the flanks, and the trap is being beaten now more often than before. Yeah, that's not yet done here. Looking for a chance to go for a shot. This will go off the field of play, chased by Brian Yakama.
I'll tell you what, Bernard, the high line that Gor Mahia is playing is definitely going to cost them, because it's not once, not twice, not three times that NZOIA have managed to bring or break that high line, and they really need to put tabs on the way NZOIA are organizing themselves.
Well, Walusimi then brings it across. That is chased by Mangala. Akwanda as well chasing for it. So go out for a goal kick. Well, the big question, Gilbert, would be why are they playing a high line? That would explain what the problems they are facing. This one obviously goes out on the field of play, so it is a goal kick to the NZOIA United side. But why is Gor Mahia playing such a high line?
Well, I think it's very evident from their style of play, the way they want to approach their tactics, is that they want to knock the ball around, have possession of the ball, and therefore, when you want that kind of football, then you need to have your players a little bit closer to each other, probably 10 to 15 yards away from each other, and that's the reason why GOR is pushing so high, so that the reaction when they win or lose possession of the ball finds them in a good position.
So Mangala, the goalkeeper, will get treatment of the field of play. You know he's a goalkeeper, so you've got to wait until he is well enough or not to go on with the game. I'll talk about stretching it. They are. We'll just try to make sure that he is okay to go back into the game.
Well, both teams are very contrasting starts here. NZOIA has won 4 out of their last 5 games in the league, while GOR has drawn 4 out of their last 5 games in the league.
Oh, interesting statistics, those ones then. So Mangala seems out of the crowd, ultimately getting back onto his feet. I think he's going to be able to continue then. It will be a little bit of a quick time to make any tactical changes should a goalkeeper be changed. Seems like some new instructions are being given by the players there. I think they're still looking at trying to strike whenever they have the opportunity to go up front. Talking about a quick break as well is what seems to be the discussion there. But Mangala is back on his feet, so he'll be in goal. And a goal kick will be taken for the NZOIA Sugar side. We're playing the 39th minute of the game. Scoreline is 1-0 in favor of the NZOIA Sugar. It's an elimination match in the GOTV Shield Cup. And it's brought to you by Supersport, coming to you live from your World of Champions. From the NZOIA, the Mumia Sugar complex. Kahata brings it down to Eric. Walusimi just manages to keep it in play. That's the kind of game that the Gor Mahia side is so accustomed to, but the NZOIA Sugar side has hastened the pace in this game that has necessitated a change in the way Gor Mahia is playing to reflect a speedier Gor Mahia than we have seen in other matches, Gilbert.
Yeah, because they're rushing GOR, especially when GOR win possession of the ball. you'll find that NZOIA is not giving them time and space to be able at least to do their possession football. Therefore, it forces GOR to play the way NZOIA want them to play.
This is Brian. Just a couple of minutes ago, another Premier League coach also walked into the stadium to probably also scout a little and see what he will need. That's an opportunistic shot because off the field of play is going to be a goal kick. This is going to be for GOR MAHIA. So 5 minutes of play remaining in regular time, Gilbert. GOR MAHIA have tried to show a glimpse of what the champions are made of, but why is it not working for them?
Well, I think they've played very well from the back through the middle, but again, the final passes have not really worked, especially for that man on the ball, Jack Tuisenge. Not good passes being provided to them.
Well, Simbi then turns, picks it up on his favorite left foot with Agwanda. They decide to bring it back to the middle. Now Simbi will probably be able to turn on his favorite foot, but Kahata decides to change it altogether onto the right side. This is Amos Nondi trying to pick up Luko Cheng for a crossing. A corner will be given to the GOR MAHIA side. And the first time that at least a string of passes have been made that accurately worked out for the GOR MAHIA side. And a corner that will be taken by Francis Kahata. There's only Jack Tuisenge up there. And all the tall men are marking him as well. The rest are sliding on the outside. Tuisenge tries to go for it. Cleared on the line. NZOIA Sugar have enough men who are standing in there to make sure that everything doesn't go in. Shakawa's header equally hits the top roofing. And he usually loves to come into those situations. This time round, it goes past the goalkeeper as well. The initial one was cleared off the line by 3 men who are there. And a hard shot coming off the foot of Brian Otieno, but that header, even though the goalkeeper was down, having banged onto his own team member, that one goes over the board.
Yeah, the goalkeeper looks very, very vulnerable, especially on crosses or set pieces, because he had an opportunity to either punch that ball or hold it in, grasp it in his arms, but he decided to fluff it in the 6-yard box, giving GOR MAHIA a direct route to try and score an equalizer.
Simbi puts in a little bit of hard work to get the ball away. This is Agwanda manages to get Nondi, who's got a little bit of space on the right side. Nondi's pass again doesn't work out. That would be the problem. My take would be that probably Nondi would be the man who would be coming off this game if they were to make a substitution. But here the goalkeeper had 2 or 3 men to cover him nicely. The captain of the side was in there, and Festus Okiring was also there, just to make sure that everything else would go out. Vincent Gessa was in there to make sure that it doesn't change the scoreline, at least not at this time. I think the offside flag is out. This is going to be given to the GOR MAHIA side. Again, we'll try to push it from behind. As we're playing the 44th minute of the game, it will be just 1 minute in regular time. But there will be a little bit of added time, I think, because of the injury to the goalkeeper. Probably 2 or 3 minutes will be given out for that. A better delivery by Nondi this time round. Shikawa then again tries to get it to Nondi. I mean, Luko Cheng tries to get it to Nondi. It just doesn't work out for him. Nondi now. And a better ball by Nondi. Quick touch as well as he tries to get Agwanda. He still has possession, the youngster. Brings it back into the midfield. Kahata pushes it back to the center. Wendo Ernest goes for a shot. Easily taken by the goalkeeper, BENSON MANGALLA. But that's a good build that GOR MAHIA has executed in the last 2 minutes.
That's the brand of football. That's the brand of football that the coach Steve Maria is expecting throughout this match. GOR needing a few good passes and taking a shot on goal, but again, it doesn't scare the goalkeeper.
Well, again, Luko Cheng is beaten to this one as a shorter. is in the offing just at the edge of the box. Not accurate, goes off the field of play for a goal kick. Now the GOR Mahia side will start it again from their side. But they need to push more accurately, Gilbert, don't they?
They need to push more accurately, and when they start passing the ball around, they seem to be enjoying a lot of ball movement from the GOR Mahia midfielders and the strikers. I'm not sure, Bernard, whether GOR Mahia decided after 2012.
I can imagine, Gilbert, how difficult it is for you to finish your sentences, because you must expect action on this side. So you've got to go in shorter sentences for it to work well. And it's good that the action, he's the one that we are watching more closely as NZOIA Sugar bring in the ball. But then again, as GOR Mahia get and start the attack again, they're easily cut off by Vincent Okesa, the captain of the side. We played 45 minutes in regular time. I think we're playing the other time now. That should be about 2 or 3 minutes as MANGALLA again will come off his line to pick it up and start the build-up from the side. Quick one down, but he sends it off the field of play for a throw-in. 3 minutes of added time, Gilbert. And the pace doesn't seem to slow down at all, especially on the NZOIA Sugar side.
It's not slowing down. They know that they can be able at least to run GOR down and probably pick the second goal. But the last 15 minutes of this game, GOR has taken over the dominance, especially in the midfield. They've started knocking the ball around and enjoying their Brazilian flair.
I think Brazilian flair tastes very nice with a goal as well, doesn't it? If they are to enjoy it. But at the moment, the goal is on the other side. I'm sure the fans are thinking that maybe that should have come after. NZOIA Sugar can't afford to enjoy themselves at the moment. Just trying to run down the clock for the half-time break. As the ball goes out onto the left side, and Luke Namanja will pick it up. Oh, look at where he sends it to. You would worry if NZOIA Sugar got frustrated, wouldn't you, Gilbert?
No, why would I be worried?
No, but not you, but I'm saying one would be worried if that team got frustrated because of the runs they're making up front. If there is frustration, then they will not get to it.
Yeah, you're right, and it depends on the kind of passes that are being floated, especially to their strikers. They are very, very good front runners in Masuta, Brian Yakama, and Luke Namanda. But again, the deliveries from the midfield must be accurate.
Back again to the captain who tries to get the right flank working. This will go off the field of play for a throw-in. It's going to be for GOR Mahia. We're playing the 3rd minute of added time. The header doesn't come out nicely. Intended for Eric Ouma, but he couldn't get to it. Ernest Wendo in the midfield sends it down onto the flanks. Nondi's finding space now, and he started dribbling and giving accurate passes. Now this one nicely floated in. Akwanda can't go to it with the height. He has to try and get it onto his foot because of just the disadvantage of the height. Eric doesn't bring in a very good cross. And then Kahata pushes it back into the midfield to Walusimbi. Ernest Wendo tries to chip it back onto the left side. I think they were already expecting it there. But if they don't do anything with it in the next couple of seconds, it will be half-time. So the moves will all start. There it goes, then the whistle for half-time. With the scoreline in favor of the NZOIA United, NZOIA Sugar side at 1-0. A goal scored in the 31st minute through a penalty conceded by Ernest Wendo. And Musa knows that it's been a difficult first half in a sweltering heat with precipitation high as well and humidity at more than 50 seconds. At the NZOIA Sugar Complex, the Mumia Sugar Complex, NZOIA Sugar 1 and GOR Mahia nil at half-time.
Naam, ni bao lake Edgar Nzano, bao la kwanza katika mechi ya leo, bao la 8 msimu ameweza kupachika akiwa anavaa jazi ya NZOIA Sugar. Gor Mahia wanakwenda mapumzikoni kwa bao moja bila jawabu. Mulama, nafikiri kwamba ni baadhi ya mechi ambazo zimekuwa za kusisimua zaidi katika siku hii ya leo. Awali umeweza kuniambia kwamba mchezo wa NZOIA sio ule wa danadana, lakini leo wamepiga danadana dakika 45.
Naam, na nawapa hongera wachezaji na pia ukufunzi wa timu ya NZOIA, manake nafikiri kwamba wameweza kubadilisha mchezo kulingana na mpinzani. Manake mara nyingi ambao nimeweza kuwashuhudia wakicheza wakiwa kwenye michuano katika daraja ya chini, ni kama kwamba wamekuwa kitumia mipira mirefu kwenda pembeni, kwenda ubavuni mwa uwanja, kisha kujaribu kuileta ile mipira kwenye lango na kuweza kujaribu kuunganisha moja kwa moja ama kuiseti kuandalia wenzao kuweza kupiga magoli. Lakini wakati huu mchezo umebadilika, wanachanganya. Gor Mahia wanashindwa kaba wapi, wataachilia wapi.
Na ukiangalia baadhi ya wachezaji wameweza kuzungumziwa vile kama vile kina Masita amesema kwamba ndio baadhi ya wachezaji ambao ni wazuri, lakini ukiangalia yeye ameweza kutumia nafasi kwamba leo akae pembeni. Brani ya Hama anafanya vitu vyake, ameweza kuandaliwa pasi moja nzuri kabisa kipindi cha kwanza, nusura aweze kupata bao la kwanza.
Naam, na ndio umekuwa mtindo wake mchezaji huyu Masita Masuta, manake mara nyingi huwa anaweza kaanda na akarudi nyuma kama mpakuaji, lakini mara nyingi pia vile hujipata katika nafasi za kuweza kupiga goli. Katika mpira huu, mpira mzuri sana, amejua wazi ikiwa atakuwa kiuendea ule mpira, basi yeye mwenyewe atakuwa anaotea, na kwa hivyo kaandaa mpira kujiondoa na kuacha ule mpira ya Hama aweze kungangana na mabeki Shakava na Musa wa timu ya Gor Mahia ili kuweza kupata goli. Na basi tayari alikuwa shawahi wale mabeki, utulivu tu ndio alikosa, maana ilikuwa pia ni mapema sana ndani ya mechi, ule uzoefu na utulivu aliukosa, akapoteza nafasi ile.
Na ukiangalia pia vile wameweza kumakinika kiasi Gor baada ya shambulizi lile, na ameweza kuandaliwa pia pasi nzuri sawia na ile ameweza kuandaliwa, maana zote ni mipira ya katikati. Ameweza kuwekwa katikati nzuri kabisa ina kwa Gwanda, lakini ameshindwa na wepesi tu wa kuweza kumpiku goli aweze kutia ngoma ndani ya uzi.
Naam, imekuwa ni nafasi nzuri sana ya kwa Gwanda, maana Gor Mahia tayari walikuwa wameshaanza kutiwa shinikizo, na amepewa mpira mzuri sana nyuma ya mabeki, lakini ule uamuzi wa kuweza kuudona ule mpira nafikiri kwamba alifanya kuchelewa, maana kipa alitoka mbali sana na kuweza kufikia ule mpira wakati mmoja ule Gwanda na uwahi. Lakini ukitizama mpira ambapo ulikuwa unawekwa, ilikuwa ni wazi kwamba ikiwa Gwanda angeongeza kasi kidogo na aweze kuudona kabla kipa afike, pengine angekuwa anapata matokeo tofauti. Kwa hivyo hongera kwake kipa wa timu ya NZOIA, na basi ilikuwa ni bahati mbaya tu kwa Gwanda kwamba aliwahiwa kabla hajaweza kuwahi ule mpira.
Na ukizungumza kuhusu kipa wa NZOIA, tumwangalie kipa wa Gor Mahia kabla aweze kuja katika hii mechi. Tulikuwa nasubiri nani ataweza kupewa nafasi ya kulinda lango, baadhi ya maswala kuweza kuzungumzwa kuhusu mkufunzi, lakini kipa Boniface amekuwa na kibarua sana, lakini ameweza kujituma kadri ya uwezo wake.
Naam, mbinu ambayo wanatumia timu ya NZOIA imekuwa ni ya kuchanganya mipira. Kuna wakati ambapo wanaleta mipira kutoka pembeni ambayo tumezungumzia, na wakati mwingine wanaleta moja kwa moja kupitia katikati. Umekuwa ni mpira mzuri sana kutoka upande wa kushoto. Mpira wa kwanza huu ajaribu kutoka kuupangua, hakufanya kazi nzuri kuupeleka mbali sana, lakini jambo zuri ni kama kwamba aliweza kuugusa na kuondoa ule mwelekeo ambao mpira ulikuwa unachukua. Mpira mwingine mzuri sana huu, Boniface ameweza kusoma, manake wale mabeki wake walikuwa wamesonga mbele zaidi, naye pia akaamua hata baki kwenye lango ila atasonga mbele angalau hatua 10, na imemsaidia sana kuweza kufikia huo mpira kabla mshambuliaji wa timu ya NZOIA Sugar, manake ameuwahi, na ukimfikia mchezaji wa pili ilikuwa ni vigumu sana kuunganisha moja kwa moja kujaribu kupata wavu. Lakini kazi nzuri kutoka kwake Boniface Oluoch, manake kulingana na mbinu ambayo Gor Mahia wanatumia, mabeki wanaposonga mbele inabidi pia naye apige hatua kadhaa mbele ili aweze kukabiliana na mipira ambayo inakuja nyuma ile ngome.
Hivi karibuni tumeweza kuona baadhi ya maamuzi yakifanywa na marefa kuhusiana na mkwaji wa tuto na alama hivi na hivi. Kwa uamuzi wa leo, kimaoni yako, ilikuwa yahitaji la alama moja kwa moja mtu ameweza kunao?
Ile ilikuwa ni moja kwa moja, manake ulikuwa ni mpira wa kurudi, jaribu kurejeshwa kwa nguvu, ana beki yule akijaribu kuondoa ule mpira, haukuwa katika wanasema natural position ule mkono, maana ulikuwa juu, lakini bonge la penalty anapiga mchezaji Nzano huyu, maana amekuja ni kama kwamba anavuta kasi na akatulia, akahakikisha kwamba Boniface anasonga na akasonga upande wa kulia. Aliposonga tu basi naye mchezaji Nzano akaamua kwamba anauweka upande ambao anaacha nafasi kubwa. Bonge la penalty. Pole kwa Gor Mahia, lakini hongera kwa chipukizi hawa.
Na bao lake la 8, na bao moja aweze kumfikia Masita kama Masuta katika...
amepiga magoli 7 katika ligi pana, goli la 8 hili la muhimu sana kwa timu ya NZOIA.
Naam, lakini pia vile baada ya hiyo penalti kidogo kwa dakika kama 10-15 Gor ameweza kumakinika katikati. Ameweza kutulia wendo, ameweza kutulia Kaata, wameweza kutafuta mipira mizuri. Kona imekuja ikapanguliwa makosa, Shakava mpata nafasi lakini shabaha ikakosekana.
Naam, na Shakava basi ameanza kuonesha uzoefu wa kuweza kujipata katika zile zile nafasi na kuweza kuregesha mipira kama ile na kuiweka wavuni. Umekuwa ni mpira mzuri tu ambao ukaregeshwa baada ya NZOIA kushindwa kuondoa vizuri. Kazi nzuri wanafanya mabeki wa NZOIA. Shakava anafanya kazi nzuri sana kufanya positioning yake na kusonga katika eneo ambalo litampa nafasi ya kuweza kuelekeza ule mpira langoni, lakini basi bahati mbaya tu hakuweza kuelekeza ama kuweza kufikisha chini zaidi ili angalau kuingia pale kulenga shabaha. Lakini hongera kwake Shakava, manake imekuwa ni kuzoea sasa kwamba ile mipira ikitoka pembeni anakuja kujipata katika nafasi nzuri sana ambazo anaweza kurudisha ule mpira langoni, na mara kadhaa tumeona akipata goli.
Na inamuuma, manake ni timu ameweza kuweza kuichezea, ni timu inaweza kuichezea. Inamuuma sana kuweza kuona kwamba kwa dakika 45 GOR anashambulia mara moja peke yake. Ukiangalia ni kwamba shambulizi la uhakika limekuwa moja peke yake dakika 45. Takwimu zinashtua sana kwa upande wa Zimaria.
Naam, ni huzuni sana kwa timu ya Gor Mahia ikiwa anacheza na timu kama ya NZOIA, na si kama kwamba kuidunisha NZOIA, lakini Gor Mahia mabingwa mara 3 miaka mitatu mfululizo hapa nyuma, wakijaribu kulenga mara 3 na kulenga shabaha mara 2. Si takwimu nzuri sana kwa timu ambayo inataka kupata ushindi katika mchuano huu na kuweza kupata ubingwa katika mashindano haya ngao la GOTV. Kona wamezipata pia, tukitizama kona wamepata Gor Mahia 4 kujaribu kuonesha ushambuliaji ambao wamekuwa nao, lakini hongera pia kwa ngome ya timu ya.
Lakini kuna jambo ambalo linaonyesha mulama kwamba hii mechi inaweza badilika. Ukiangalia GOR wameweza kuwa na umilisi wa mpira 59% kushinda NZOIA. Inaonyesha kwa wakitumia nafasi zao vizuri huenda wakabadilisha matokeo kipindi cha pili.
Naam, iwapo basi watatumia ule umiliki wa mpira na kutumia uzoefu wao ambao wamekuwa nao kucheza michezo ya hali ya juu, hadhi ya juu. Gor Mahia na wachezaji wake wengi wanacheza katika timu za taifa tofauti mbalimbali. Nafikiri kwamba ikiwa watatumia ile kama advantage upande wa Gor Mahia, wataweza itumia na kutengeza nafasi tunajua ambazo pengine zitaregesha uwanja katika mechi. Lakini iwapo basi watakuwa na miliki kwa minajili tu ya kumiliki, itakuwa ni vigumu kurejea katika mechi ya leo.
Na kwa hali kama hii kwa sasa hivi, manake ni mechi moja muhimu, kwa kwamba ukifungwa mtu anakwenda zako nyumbani. Kama mkufunzi labda pengine wa NZOIA, ili aweze kudhibiti alama yake moja, Bernard Mwalala anafanyaje katika baadhi ya wachezaji ambao wako nao?
Nafikiri kwamba itakuwa ni muhimu sana kuweza kudhibiti kiungo cha kati, kuhakikisha kwamba mipira haipotei kwa urahisi. Ana wachezaji ambao wanaweza wakaingia uwanjani, na pia ni muhimu akizingatia kwamba amekuwa na uwezo wa kupata nafasi na kutengeza nafasi katika kipindi cha kwanza. Itakuwa ni muhimu basi John Khanda kuingia angalau kupata goli moja.
Na bila shaka tutakuwa tunakuletea mengi zaidi baada ya muda usiokuwa mrefu, kwa hiyo subiri kuweza kuangalia kipindi cha pili.
welcome back to the second half of the NZOIA Sugar versus GOR Mahia match. GOTV Shield Knockout Cup match. It's brought to you live on your World of Champions by Supersport. It's coming from the MAHIA Sugar Complex. The scoreline at halftime is 1-0. A penalty in the 31st minute scored by Nzano. Done very well away from the goalkeeper, but he doesn't want to change the scoreline, which makes now Maria wonder what changes he needs to make in the second half. Now, the one thing that the NZOIA Sugar kind of play has done to the match is that it's forced GOR Mahia to equally play faster than they would have liked to. So the traditional Brazilian kind of play that they have shown in the last 3 or 4 matches, and which have resulted into draws, have effectively been forced out. That's the shot that was coming from the other side. It was coming from Masita Masuta, and then it banged into the hands of the defender Window, and what a way to put it in from Edgar Nzano. He determined that he was going to go for power, and then he simply just placed it away from the goalkeeper. His moment of fame, of course, came to him, courtesy of that penalty in the 31st minute, which has changed the scoreline in favor of the NZOIA Sugar side. They've got other chances, of course, especially through the youngster Brian Yakama, with the GOR Mahia side having gotten their chance through Akwanda, but he couldn't lob the ball over the goalkeeper. It went straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Now they will need a change of strategy in this second half to be able to either level the scores or to try and go for a win altogether. But it's not going to be easy going. It will be hard work, just the same as what the NZOIA United side need to put in. The hard work that saw them actually benefit from the penalty, which was coming from a shot that was handled by Ernest Wendo. Well, the technical bench on the NZOIA Sugar side will obviously want to inspire the team to further good play. So Bernard Malala is the coach of the side. His assistant is Vincent Sifuma. The manager is Evans Kadenge. So a crop of other younger officials that have taken over the reins of coaching. So not two ways of thinking about it. There's going to be a way in which the NZOIA Sugar side will want to keep on piling that pressure. They will need the energy to be able to keep on piling that pressure. And Boniface Oluoch obviously had to play more than just the goalkeeper's role in the first half. He had to equally try and clear the balls as well, and he did it very well, getting the balls away from his area. Maria certainly is thinking about a lot, Gilbert, isn't he? He's really thinking about what next to do in this match.
He does, but now the last time that GOR won this championship was in 2012, and after that they decided to abandon this tournament and go for the league, which they won in 2013, 2014, 2015. They've come back. It is a lot that is expected of them, and at this particular point with NZOIA, who are leading 1-0, playing in the lower tier of the league, has necessitated GOR Mahia to make a very, very important sub by bringing in Jacob Kelly in place of the injured Enoch Agwanda. Whether the tides will change, it's 45 minutes.
Well, he was preparing to make a change all the same, even just before the halftime break. So it's pretty obvious that he's gone earlier. Jacob Kelly's first touch of the ball, tries to bring it back onto the into the midfield. As Kahata then will pick it up. This is Nondi. Well, this time round, getting his footing right. Nondi looks around and places it in the feet of Wendo. Then Luko Ching. Well, takes the chance to take a cross in to Isenge. Heads it over the bar. First to arrive at the scene. And now he's got Jacob Kelly to complement him up front as well with the fresh legs. Interesting to see, but look at where Isenge rounds it off from. You know, if he went like that, he would be ruled offside.
Yeah, he would have been ruled offside coming from an onside position, but from the onside it shows clearly the intention of GOR. They want to make sure that they're bringing those crosses, and NZOIA have looked very, very vulnerable, especially on set pieces or on cross balls.
This is going to be a foul by Isenge. The foul is on Walter Mwenga. I think the GOR Mahia side have been told probably in no uncertain terms that they need to hasten their game. Just judging by the speeds that they are now beginning to employ coming into the attack. They'll get a throw in as well for their troubles. Luko Cheng makes it a very long throw in, almost like a through ball. Well, they're appealing for a handball as well, the GOR Mahia side, but they don't get it. The captain of the side will know exactly what happened in there. You and I as well will know what happened. As Wendo then gets back onto the ball. And then pushed back into the area, headed out now by Bolton of Wenger. Wendo picks it up again. This is Jacob Kelly leaves it to Kahata, who tries to get a technical finish to it. It goes off the field of play. It's going to be a goal kick. Well, Tuisenge would feel like he should have gotten this appeal. Well, it takes the hand and it changes direction and drops right in the box, Gilbert.
Yeah, the referee was right there. The first assistant was also right there. And from the first instance, you could tell that there was actually a handball in the box. Again, the referee's call is normally fine.
Well, absolutely, yes, but there was a handball. And the referee probably didn't see it. We get a chance to see it twice, and that's why it would have been easy to single it out. It's Nondi, goes past his marker, chips it into the box, enough people going for it. Tuisenge again goes with a head. He's an out-and-out striker, and he knows that every ball in there he will challenge for. But in some of the instances, you feel he should have left it. And I think him and Walusimi are turning each other. And he tells Walusimi, talk, I didn't know you were behind there. But the crosses have started coming from the right side especially. The youngster Nodi turns Bolton of Wenger inside out. But then Tuisenge doesn't angle it towards goal. This is Eric Ouma. Will now be playing farthest from us on the left side. And then Shakaba with Kahata. Continually trying to break through in the midfield. Not giving a good pass. It's picked up by Luke Namanda. And then plays it out to Lawrence Juma. Juma is dispossessed. And a long ball down to Tuisenge. He's got one backer down on the flanks. Well, the referee lets this one roll off the field of play. It's going to be a goal kick. Tuisenge seemed to have lost his footing there. There's the normal body-to-body challenge. Seems to have been thrown off the ball, though.
I think he bumped himself into
he didn't bump himself, Gilbert. Let's
be candid on
this.
Two guys.
Yes, and he's trying to cut diagonally. You don't touch the striker in that situation, Gilbert. You've got to say it. There's another chance for Tuisenge again. This one pushed off the field of play for a corner. And it's the man Erastus Okiringa who sent it out for a corner. Well, Tuisenge again in the thick of it. This time around trying to go the blind side. He doesn't get the corner. It's Kahata who will be trying to carve it back in for the GOR Mahia side. Brings in a very high one. The goalkeeper has a touch on it. Lovely touch that slows down the tempo and picks it up. He's trying to go for a fast attack for the NZOIA Sugar side. And well, sent off the field of play by Musa Mohammed. It's going to be a throw-in. It's going to be for the NZOIA Sugar side. I think Brian Yakama tried to get to it. He was been singled out as the first man, so they all try to get to him early enough. Well, NZOIA United will make a change. Johan Kanda will come into play. John Kanda will take the place of Lawrence Juma, who's gone silent in this half, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's actually an attacking midfielder. I think he's given a very good account of himself in the past 45 minutes, and all that they're doing is just trying to win back their midfield battle, because that is where GOR has actually stamped their authority in the second half and making a lot of inroads in that NZOIA defense line.
Johan Kanda Bulama is in play now. You often will get variations of that name. You will get Bulama, like the one in the commentary box for Swahili on the other side, who will also go by the name of Obulama. Kahata gets it down on the right side for Nondi, who decides to take his chance to lob the ball in. But he brings in a very meek one that doesn't disturb the status quo. Tuisenge has picked it up from a rebound, from a blocking by the defenders. Youngster Nondi with a better delivery this time round. With Jacob Kelly looking for it. It falls to Walasimbi, then to Wendo. Kahata. And then looking for space down on the left side with Luke. Tagging him down. And a corner will be given to Gilbaya.
Well, it's very clear there's pressure mounting, and GOR have stepped up the fifth gear. They are actually not relenting. They're pushing everyone forward and bringing crosses from left, right, and center. And with this kind of pressure, you expect anything.
Well, there's 6 white shots in the box. 5 white shots in the box. The corner again, a low one, but headed off the line as Kahata had already tried to head it in. Shakava, of course, doesn't get it on his favorite foot. Bides his time, but doesn't have the accuracy. And Gilbaya loses another chance as well. Kahata headed this one in, cleared off the line. Shakava looked like he was going to plant it in. That's a woeful shot from that distance.
Well, you have to thank the youngster from Gikomoni Secondary School in TC, Bolton of Mwenga, who is showing some flashes of very, very good left back, keeping NZOIA in the game, that set piece.
Well, you've got then to admonish Shakava for not taking a good shot from that distance, Gilbert. You must also reward and punish. You are only punishing and not rewarding.
Well, Shakava's shot was awful. I mean, it did not have any meaningful touch. The direction was not there. That's why I really didn't want to talk about it. But
you need to talk about it.
The corner was good.
But you have to talk about it because that happened as well. Noti, again, tries to get back into the midfield. He's easily dispossessed by Peter Juma. Also just pushing the ball a little bit too far without consideration of whether he would get to it. This is Walasimbi, tries to bring it back into the midfield. A very good challenge that would have taken possession to the NZOIA United side. Now to Luke Namanda. And again, lobbing it nicely in the midfield. I think they're trying to look for a wing player as well. Brian Yakama ultimately tries to get it in to Masuta. And Boniface on watch that comes out to pick it up. It's not better for Gorbaya, but the flag was also off for offside, which shouldn't have been so. I think it's a good thing that Boniface on watch actually comes out, because you make some of those mistakes assuming the flag will go up and then it doesn't.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't happen, and I think in that particular instance, that was a very, very poor call from the second assistant referee, Hassan Omondi, getting Masuta in an offside position that was not there.
Just to use your words, Gilbert, the referee was right there and he decided to take an offside, and he saw it as well. You can't pick out only when you want to use it. Quick clearance again, and Alex Wendo will latch onto it in the midfield. And Luko Ching then to Nondi, who pushes it back into the midfield, but very tightly for Wendo. It causes a difficult situation in defense. The youngster rushes back to try and recover the ball. Gives the ball back to the NZOIA United side. We'll get a free kick. Lukuchik is complaining about that. He had already started the run, but you know, it's only when the advantage is lost that the whistle will go.
Yep, that's a typical foul on Peter King Juma by Kahata there, and rightfully said, once you lose possession of the ball, then the referee has a right to recall that infringement.
Very cool. They're running the left flank, trying to get the speed going as well. They're doing the passing game, but obviously with some good speed this time round in the second half. Luko Cheng pushes it forward. Jacob Kelly manages to get onto it, but a handball. It will appeal, well, the whistle's already gone, and that cannot be undone. It doesn't matter how much he explains. The ball goes to his left hand, in my opinion. That's why he changes direction.
He's always in a hurry. I'm not sure why Kelly is always in a hurry. I think he needs to change the way he's playing his game. Try and calm down, present himself when he needs to run, and when he needs to collect back and come back to collect the ball.
This is Nondi. This time round, I think with the inclusion of Jacob Kelly. He's finding a little bit more speed in the youngster. I think it's just because of the way Jacob Nondi is playing. He might just combine nicely with Jacob Kelly because of that speed. He's been bringing in the passes that are going ahead of the other players, but Jacob Kelly seems to be going ahead of the passes, so they can work out something together.
It's timing, and he's got very, very good speed. And of course, you expect that he likes having the balls right in front of him, and therefore Nondi needs to know exactly when to release the ball to Jacob Kelly, because as you have rightly said, he's always ahead of the ball.
This is going to be a foul that will be given to GOR MAHIA. Taken by Muslim Mohammed, and then Eric and faces to Isenge, who will be offside. Started off just a little bit too early, and this time round, Mr. Abida Gabriel was all eyes as Isenge began that run. Look at his positioning on the far right on the screen. He's already in the offside position. Nothing to complain about there. The possession changes back to the NZOIA Sugar side, but who are somewhat losing the midfield battle here, but aren't they?
They've lost it. They've lost the midfield battle because GOR has actually had Kahata coming in to try and help out in the midfield. And Nondi normally cuts in whenever he loses possession of the ball to make it a 3v3 situation.
This is picked up by Walu Simbi, who was singled out the run by Eriko Uma on the right side, but which is cut off as well. Does not the field of play for a throw-in again for GOR MAHIA. Still piling the pressure. Oh, they will obviously blame the accuracy of their headers, their shots as well, as they are undoing. Because they had about 3 chances, Gilbert, including Shakava's, in which just the accuracy was the problem.
Yeah, you're right, Bernard, and it's very, very evident. GOR playing some very good football from the build-up, from the back through the middle. But what has been letting them down is their final pass in the opponent's final third. That's where the problem is. They need to try and play more of that Samba football, even in the opponent's final third.
Attempting to try and get Brian Yakama, but it doesn't work out for them. Rather Kahata now. And the lumping of balls forward intended for Jacob Kelly and Tuisenge are still not worked out. They're going to have to build it from the midfield, Gilbert, to bring it to the forwards. Otherwise, they're just trying to get Tuisenge to run. The advantage at the moment is that Tuisenge can stay on one side and hope that Jacob Kelly will stay on the other side.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to say, that they need to knock the ball around from the midfield as they move into the opponent's defensive third. That way, they'll be able to play at least some 1-2 short passes and getting good scoring opportunities.
This is a foul on Walu Simbi. Just caught by the foot of the forward and cuts down his intended run on the left side as Luka Cheng now will pick it up. The advantage having been lost, then it's going to be a free kick. There was a handball in there. That will mean that GOR MAHIA will get the free kick. So Zibaria today on his feet, wanting more than anything else to at least get a goal in this one. And obviously a little bit of pressure coming from the fans as well, who are beginning to chant not favorably to him. It says Luka Cheng brings in the cross, headed out by the captain of the side. And then it is Luke Namanda who picks it up. Back into the midfield, headed out by Ed Ganzano. Pushed out by Ed Ganzano into the midfield. Now they're finding the spaces, but then again Zano just doesn't get to the ball on time. Oh, this is straight to the goalkeeper, BENSON MANGALLA.
The only 2 things that the GOR strikers can do when their midfielders have the ball is to drop back, check towards the midfielders, and be able to draw the opponents with them, allowing the 2 midfielders, that is Kahata and probably Wendo, get in behind the central defenders and going for the goal. Instead, when the midfielders have the ball, the 2 strikers are actually running away from the ball.
Well, the coaches must have told them to try and point them out. Walu Simbi heads the ball back to Tuisenge, who tries to get it back to Walu Simbi. There was the ball ricocheting off 2 people in there. And ultimately sent off the field of play for a throw-in, still for GOR MAHIA. Attempt to put it down there for Eriko Uma, who doesn't get a cross in. A little bit of a frustrating time for the Gor Mahia forwards as well. They're not getting the feed they expected to come. And even the cross that was supposed to be coming in from Eric Ouma doesn't materialize. It goes off the field of play. But here's that ricochet. Went through so many people. A header went into Walusimbi's chest as well. Like, enough feet to try to go for that ball. I think Eric Ouma strained something in the attempt to cross that ball. It didn't quite come to the other side, so it must have been the block. And he should be saying something about his abdomen. But he really tried to push in there. Oh, that's a headbutt going into him from John Mulama. Unintentionally, you would say, because he's tagging on to the other player. But banging onto him like that is definitely going to be painful.
He actually pulled Mulama down with him. You say
he took him down with him,
he took him down.
So he had to bear the weight of that as well. But he's back on his feet, Eric Ouma. Walusimbi says, keep moving. They try to lump the ball to Tuisenge. He will need a full crab on which to get the feed going to him. This is Walusimbi's wasteful moment, he would say. Simply doesn't control that ball. He had all the chances to control it, but he decides to be very stylish about it. It goes off the field of play. The NZOIA United side is making another substitution. Patrick Kwitonda will be coming into play. He takes the place of Masita Basuta. The man who's scored 10 goals for the side in their Super League, National Super League matches, is now on the bench. Kwitonda has been introduced to the game. Simbi brings it to Ernest Window. And plays it to the defenders. Big push for Nondi, who picks up the possession. This is a handball. And I think it's going to his pocket. Mr. Malongo. Dishes out the yellow card. Oh, he's got a very admirable name, doesn't he, Gilbert?
Well, he is Peter Keen or Jean Juma.
Well, they didn't put the third name, so it's just the Jean name that would be admirable. I wonder if he has any relation to that spirit that that is partaken to by a good number of people who like it. This is an interception that will send the ball out for a throw-in to Gor Mahia. Still mounting the pressure, but not really doing anything within the header this time round by Shakama, who finds himself up front. He's not on target, but he's been able to connect some of those balls that the strikers are not able to connect. And a substitution is in the offing on the other side for Gor Mahia. They're removing Ernest Window, who is the man who was in the midfield, and Baron Okech is brought into the game. So that just means there'll be a little bit of a technical change, because Baron is a striker, Jacob Gilbert. So that means that Baron is going to go up front, so he's going to fall back into the midfield.
I think Godfrey Walusimbi is going to fall back into the midfield to complement Kahata, and more so defensively as a holding midfield.
Well, Musa Mohammed gets onto it. I think you're quite right about that. Then there would be an attacking midfielder in Kahata and the holding in Walusimbi. They've already just begun to do exactly what it was expected of them. So it probably then would get the feed up front. But how should NZOIA then respond to that change?
Well, I think they've already made the change. They realized that their top scorer, Masuta, had actually run out of steam. And they brought in Patrick Kwitonda, who is actually a defensive midfielder, meaning that they are a little bit contented with the one goal that they have. So they kind of try and soft pressure and continue hitting goal on the counter.
Gor Mahia themselves trying to look for an inroad, trying to look for the crosses as well. They don't react on time to the crosses. Walusimbi now tries to push it forward. Nondi Emos gets it to Kahata, who looks for the chance to send it onto the left side to Baron Okech. Well, the first time that he has, tries to get the ball to get a touch for a corner. Didn't quite work out. Well, NZOIA are simply losing the midfield battle. This is Nondi Amos. Plays it out to Jacob Kelly, who's moved down on the right flank. Jacob back to Nondi, who gets a chance but doesn't go for a very good shot. But just the fact that he takes the chance to go for a shot tells you that the story is changing in terms of how they're approaching it up front, Gilbert.
He's finding a lot of space, especially right in and around the 18-yard box. And being a youngster, he tries it out as a midfielder with his left foot, although not hitting the target, but the intentions are well taken.
Simbi playing the holding midfield role. Jacob Kelly just moves too far away from the ball. That gives a good chance to Bolton Omwenga and his other defender, Festus Okirin, to get onto it easily. Oluwatch has picked it up. We'll start the build-up for Gor Mahia. We're playing the 68th minute of the game. Scoreline 1-0. It's a knockout competition. Every good league must have a knockout league as well. And for the Kenyan side, it's a GOTV Shield Cup. And it's brought to you by Supersport. Live from the Mobia Sugar Complex. This round of 16 is between NZOIA Sugar and Gor Mahia. Erikuma going for it. Well, today forced to play different from the way they usually play. And employing a little bit of urgency as well, the Gor Mahia side. Nondi shields it off. And then gets it out to Luko Ching, but he needs to open up then. Well, Simbi in the midfield. They've got Baron Okic on the left side, and I think they are looking at trying to get the ball there. This is Luko Ching. Drops in the cross to Isenge. Again, it will be the accuracy of the headers. That will be the problem, Gilbert.
Well, the accuracy of the headers, and the goal drought continues because GOR have failed to score in 339 minutes so far. And it's actually putting a lot of pressure on that man, Jack Tuyisenge, who's really lost his touch as far as scoring is concerned.
We'll make it 380.5 because we are at the 32nd mark then. If you to narrow it down as well. But it's not, this match is still far from over, so you couldn't quite say in how many number of matches. But it's going to be a throw-in for the for the NZOIA United side, with Nondi coming out quickly. And a good ball forward that he gets to Jacob Kelly, who manages to get to it, tries to go through his markers. Well, the defenders react on time with Brian Otieno getting it back to his goalkeeper. But he's almost being forced to commit a blunder just because of the pressure. Luko Cheng brings it back. And Bolton, no, I beg your pardon, that's Peter Juma. NZOIA try to get the line on the left side. Better idea by Peter Juma to send it onto the flanks, but it stopped short in the midfield. Zareko Ching latches onto it. This is Baron Okic. In one of his better touches, gets the ball past two of their defenders. And again, loses his footing in the box and loses the ball as well. John Mulama, a big run down back to the goal area as the captain of the side decides to send it out in a cautionary measure, much to the frustration of the goalkeeper who was coming in as well. But Musa Mohamed, I think, just ran out of steam in that moment and decided the nearest place to tack it out from would have been the corner side. So it's a corner to the NZOIA Sugar side. They've got a man on the ground as well. It's the 70th minute of the game. A lot of things do happen at around this time. But Boniface Oluwatch hasn't seen much action in the second half, has he?
He hasn't completely. I think he's not even had one single shot coming its way, apart from this corner that has been created by their captain, Musa Mohamed, who was put under a lot of pressure by that young man, Brian Yahama.
So, just trying trying to get attention in there as the coach gives some instructions to the youngster Amos Nondi on how they can combine nicely with Medi Kagere. So they probably are preferring him into the game, but that means they would have to get rid of Jacques Trisenga then, because they've got Baron of pitch and they've already have Jacob Kelly on the right and the left.
Well, that would be the only substitution that would make, unless they want to sacrifice one of the midfielders and or defenders and bring in a striker to complement them up.
Oh, they've only got a chance for one more substitution, and they are making it at the moment. Oh, I think they sacrificed the defender. Oh, they sacrificed Luko Cheng. Now that would be interesting to see how it will work then. Luko Cheng in the 71st minute of the game makes way for Medi Kagere, who's another out-and-out striker. So that means there will be another change in the way that Gerbaya will be playing. This one with no marking. It doesn't go accurately as was intended, because that would have been a perfect chance for Edgar Zano to make it two. But it was the Lord just covering it, and Kahata, the only other defender in there.
Well, I'm sure they might decide to bring Amos Nondi to play as a wing-back, meaning that he's going to have two roles, joining into the attack whenever they're in possession of the ball and dropping back as a right-back when they lose possession of the ball.
Well, could be. Maybe that was the instruction that was being given, but we'll wait to see how that unfolds. But certainly Nondi is the one who's very expected to move into that position. But he's far off it at the moment in the midfield. And again, Chuben with no marking at all. And this will be the unluckiest time for the NZOIA Sugar side. And Brian Yakama will be the unluckiest of them all. But the defenders were certainly asleep in this moment. The ball plays out, no offside. This should have counted. But Brian Yakama took his time.
He's lost two glorious opportunities, one in the first half and the easiest of them all in the second half.
Jack Trisenga then gets it out on the right side for the Gerbaya side. Trying to look for an avenue for that cross in, manages to get Nondi. I think they've brought Eriko Ching to the wing on the right side, Gilbert. That's him playing on that side. The clearance comes off the foot of Bolton Omwenga. And that is where there is a little bit of a worry on who's marking on either side of the wings. Another through ball for the NZOIA Sugar side. Well, appealing for a penalty here. Brian Yakama again is brought down. Referee doesn't award anything. Says play on. But they're certainly being overrun on the flanks with NZOIA again on the attack. A little intended cross that goes out. Bahia have got to organize their defense here.
Well, interesting times, because NZOIA have actually gained their confidence back, and twice in less than 3 minutes. And that
Brian just goes down on his own there, but made it look like there was a touch. Here is the one that he missed. He hit it, it goes up, takes the crossbar. This could have bounced inside, couldn't it?
That's it, definitely a goal line technology affair there.
Here is Brian again. Oh, this bounces inside.
It is a goal.
But you and I have got a second look at it again. The referee didn't. But that bounces inside and should have counted. Again, Brian hit it on the upright. It bounces down, but on the inside. You and I have testimony to that. Gerbaya will survive that one, courtesy of the absence of goal technology. Medi Kagere manages to cut it back, looking for support, and decides to stop the run that was going towards Baron, but to build it up from the right side where Jacob Kelly again veers off, gets into the center, and was back to Jacob, then to Eriko Ching. And just chips it slightly ahead. He will get a corner for his troubles. Gerbaya piling the pressure with just about 14.5 minutes remaining in regular time. In this very interesting clash at the NZOIA Sugar Complex.
Well, it's an interesting clash, Bernard. Very, very interesting clash.
The corner is a high one as well. And enough white jerseys. Actually, this time round is Tuisenge who taps the ball away from the goal area. And NZOIA will get a chance to come out with a good run coming from Peter Juma. And then let's get to Brian. I think the flag was already up for offside. So it's going to be Gor Mahia's free kick. So they've literally tried to do everything this time around here, but with Barrett coming in from the left, Tuisenge from the center, Medi Kagere is there as well, Jacob Kelly is there as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're pushing a lot of players forward. The only thing that they're not doing right is hanging on to the ball, especially when they're in possession of the ball, because once they lose it, they are very, very thin at the back.
That's the risk that the coach has taken, to have themselves thin at the back, but try to push forward at all times. The result is there's pressure up front, but every time they lose possession, there's pressure on the defenders. Tuisenge punches onto it, passes it up front. Jacob Kelly tries to get it to Medi Kagere, headed up for a corner. First time that the defense is also getting a little bit confused, with Bolton deciding to send it out just as a cautionary measure. And it's going to be a corner.
Mayhem and Bournemouth Melee, these kind of situations where you lose concentration a little bit and you get punished. And I'm sure, Bernard, this is the first time that you're seeing Eric Ouma in his rightful place, because that is exactly where he's been playing while at Kakamega High School as a right back.
Well, I'm only seeing the defender being walked off the field of play, Gilbert. But I think you're trying to attest to Gor Mahia's weak back. That's it now, you can tell me about it. He's supposed to play on the flanks. He won't be taking the corner. I think they have decided to make a substitution. And Edwin Walumoli has come into play. A corner, left-footed swinger, touched by the goalkeeper to send it off the goal area. It gets back to Eric Ouma. Manages to bring it back on the left foot, and enough men going for it again. And a foul in the box, with the Gor Mahia white stockings not getting onto that ball. Medi Kagere challenging for it as well. It's going to be a free kick. But Eric Ouma makes it so dangerous in there. First the goalkeeper punted away, and then Eric got it back. Challenged by two defenders, he gets away from them and manages to bring in a left foot cross. And so Medi Kagere goes ahead to Tuisenge as well, but the foul is already given for that push of the goalkeeper. What a challenge trying to get a leveling goal for the Gor Mahia side. Can NZOIA then get another goal to probably finish this off? Well, yeah, Patrick Bitonda would very easily injure himself, missing the ball like that. Baron Okech touches down on the left side. He will get a corner for his troubles. Just about 10 minutes remaining in regular time. Gor Mahia is piling pressure immensely on the NZOIA Sugar side. Again, another drop into the box. But a stunningly good header by the captain, Vincent Gessa. And NZOIA Sugar looking for a breakthrough. Luke Namanda sends it onto the right side. That will easily be cut off by the goalkeeper, Boniface Alwach. Well, talk about not having any pressure coming to them. When the ball comes to Boniface Alwach, you almost wonder whether he's still in the game. But up front, they are pushing and still not getting anything here. But
they are pushing and getting a lot of set pieces. And I think that's where GOR might get their goal, their strength, especially in the air.
I tell you, it's been a very good play in terms of defense by the NZOIA side. That is in no doubt. Walusimbi is a guilty man here on tackling Edwin Walumoli, occasioning a foul for the NZOIA Sugar side. That's Walumoli, just came in a couple of minutes ago as a substitute. Still looking for a chance to cross the ball in one of the rare moments that the NZOIA Sugar side is now coming back in to try and attack, but send it off the field of play for a goal kick. It's gonna be a free kick.
Your friend actually came in, John Handa Olama, and actually has been pulled out, and Edwin Walumoli coming in his place. I'm not sure why the coach brought him in the first place. Could have been prompted by probably an injury.
Thank you for giving me a French. Gilbert. And Kahata to Kagere, who misses a left foot sitter. Tries to go on the left foot. And I think it's going to be offside as well. But Kahata should have just gone for the shot. That will be the one that the fans will talk about for so long. Jacob Curley was inside as well, waiting for it to come from the right side. This is Kahata. He already had gone past. It's Curley who would have been ruled offside.
That's a huge miss. It's a huge miss by Mehdi Kagere in a very, very prime position, about 8 yards away from goal. Something that is unheard of when it comes to Kagere in the box.
Well, he tried to go on the left foot, and it just didn't work out for him, but it must have sent a scare down, despite of the NZOIA Sugar side. Kagere heads it to Tuisenge. Then Nodi was expecting the ball to have been going to somebody else. He manages to pick it up all the same. The youngster's got a way of delaying things and takes too much time, and then he's not lifting the ball high enough in all the crosses that he's tried to bring in from the left foot and the right foot. Baron Okeche, Gor Mahia's new siding. This will go out for a corner. As well as he tries to cut it back, it is blocked out. So Wallace will be taking the corner as well. Enough tall man in the box this time round. It's a long one, headed to the area, picked up by the goalkeeper. And Mr. Benson MANGALLA does well to cut this one away. And cuts it away from Shakava. Picks it up easily from a header by Shakava.
Well, the goalkeeper Mangala has really been on top of his game, saving NZOIA from time to time. I think he's been very tall, especially defensively, and has shown his agility and his positioning, especially on those set pieces. Well, still very fresh.
This is a short attempt picked up by the goalkeeper. Somebody was a launch, will start the build-up. This is Mehdi Kagere. I think he decides to now go in full power on his own. Tries to lift the ball for a cross. Doesn't go too far off. It's cut off by Peter Juma. This is Shakama. He will be penalized for handball. It's going to be a free kick.
Well, Bernard, still fresh from GOR Mahia in 2014 against GFE 105, who are actually plying their trade in the same league, in this nationwide league. Eliminated GOR Mahia on penalties, 5 goals to 3. And this could be a replica of that particular year.
No, you should also just remember that this is the only tournament that gives anybody a chance to move forward. So you'll play teams from any level at all, including from the Premier League as well. But yes, for GOR Mahia, it will be 2 times in a row going down to a team that is not in the Kenyan Premier League. But it's still just about 6 minutes remaining. It's a lot of time in a game of football. We could see another goal from the NZOIA Sugar side. We could also see one from the GOR Mahia side. So I'll let it go until the 90th minute to be able to decide. Again, in a knockout competition, you can never quite write off anything, even at the last moment. Yakama son. I guess that would be talk that the old man will be making in the evening about how Yakama son didn't quite get the goals that he should have gotten. But for his teammates, they will know that Brian Yakama should have gotten at least 2 goals for the side. There's a header again, getting it to Kagere. And Ebos Nodi then picking up the loose ball to Baron Okeche. Again, looking for a chance to get into the box. Well, big push off the ball. The referee says it's going to be a goal kick. Baron should have at least tried to go for a shot towards goal, because that's the one thing that the GOR Mahia side has not been doing consistently, Gilbert. Although he's pushed off this one, should have been getting a foul. At the edge of the box, the referee decides to let it play.
Well, he was going away from goal. I think he probably needs to try and learn how to cut towards the inside, meaning that he will end up on his stronger foot. But you can't take it away from him. He's brought a lot of punch, especially after coming in. Well, Gor Mahia seem to be having problems dealing with this lower tier league teams. Remember that they also lost in the semi-finals against Nakumat 4-2 last year. So all these are still very, very fresh in the Gor Mahia's mind.
It's going to be a throw-in then. It's going to be for NZOIA Sugar. Who then try to get it out. It's going to be frenzied action in the last 3 minutes of this game. There won't be much of stoppage time either. So I guess everybody wants to win it in regular time. Most of the NZOIA Sugar side, it will be quite an achievement. They've gone 22 matches without losing. And they'd like to add another big win, if they can, against Gor Mahia in the knockout competition to also advance to the quarter-final of the stage. But now they've got 3 players on the ground. And I think that's the time when experience will also come to count as Bolton Omwenga goes down. And this foul is given to Luke Namanja. So Bolton went down, Luke Namanja as well goes down. So 3 men down. The free kick has already been given to the NZOIA Sugar side, who will begin the build-up from a free kick from the left side of the attack. I tell you, it's interesting results that you get from knockout tournaments, Gilbert.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting.
The Leopards losing 3-0 in the Saturday match, Gilbert. That was also quite a big win for the opponents.
That was a thumping from Western Steamer. And the newspapers have it that S. Leopards was electrocuted.
No, the Leopard.
The leopard was electrocuted.
You could have smelt that headline from one day away when that was happening. And here then, I think it will be sweet victory for NZOIA, just simply because they do sugar. And which has the slogan of simply Kenyan sweetness, or something to that effect. Back into the midfield. 1.5 minutes in regular time remaining, and NZOIA must be holding their breath for this one. Can't wait to imagine the whistle going and the accolades being that they beat the mighty Gor Mahia. This is Jacob Kelly, brings it out to Eric Oma. And back to Eric, who goes down on the right side. No doubt he's going to try to pull it back. He gets a corner off his troubles. But Gor Mahia in probably a last-ditch effort to try and salvage the situation here.
Well, it's not over until it's over, Bernard.
The cross comes in, the corner comes in. Shakava was angling for it. Emos heads it back. Jacob Kelly to Isenge, and Kahata doesn't get there. A claim he was brought down, and nobody else follows up that claim. You and I have got a chance to look at it again. Well, he was pulled down, wasn't he, Gilbert? I know what you're going to say. The referee was right there and he saw it, but you and me know that he was pulled down.
It's just saying
it doesn't. Gilbert, you had a replay that proves that. And I think you should just, you know, from the replay, just analyze it from that. And that's just it. The referee gives it out differently, but he was pulled down in the box. This is another attempt to get Kakere up. He's stopped from moving further forward. Good run now by Luke Namanja. Looking for support, finds it in the midfield. And NZOIA even have the luxury of slowing down a bit. Now again, you're going to tell me that I have just said that there was a handball there, but the referee just doesn't call for it. But the replay will show you there was a handball.
Yeah, you're right.
You've got to be objective in these things.
I mean, the truth of the matter is Shakaba handled the ball.
He did.
And the second assistance was right there.
Yes,
Namanda tries to cross the ball. He finds his...
It's Walusimbi actually who handles it. That should have been a penalty. But that, on the other side, where Kahata was pulled down as well, Gilbert, you must be objective and admit it was a penalty as well.
We must question the referees and the officials' contribution to this game tomorrow on playback.
Yes, Gilbert, but you also have to analyze these things objectively for them to qualify for that kind of discussion. Those incidences in which the strikers have been pulled forward have actually proved that the referees were not giving them correctly. This is a shot that goes off target, and we're playing 4 minutes of added time after playing the 90 minutes in regular time. Kagere tried to go for a shot. Here is again Kahata.
Yep.
And that's what
That's
we're
a
talking
clear
about
penalty.
much earlier on, Gilbert. I think the referee has missed out on 2 instances in which he should have given out a penalty.
Yeah, that was a clear penalty, and I'm not sure why the first assistant on this side, who's closer even to the action, Gabriel Abida, was not able to see that.
So headed forward, trying to find a leverage. And again, it would have been interesting to see what would have happened should the touch having come from the NZOIA Sugar side. So it gets off the field of play. It's going to be a throw-in. It's getting lost for the Gor Mahia side. And even the body language says it, that they are not very happy. Obviously, the fans will be the first to react to it. But it's going to be a throw-in to Gor Mahia. Just about 2 minutes remaining in regular time. And Tuisenge will have to lose this one for a throw-in for the NZOIA Sugar side. So NZOIA take their time before they take the throw-in. I think the ball didn't even cross the line, so it should still be outside of the field. The coach is already up, knowing very well that he's just a few minutes away from a very big winner for his side. Actually, just about 1.5 minutes remaining in regular time. I think a foul has been given to the NZOIA Sugar side. This is going to count as the icing on the cake of the 22-match unbeaten run that NZOIA has brought in this one. Dondi was the guilty man in this one. The challenge could have looked 50-50 on the ball, but the referee gives it away to the NZOIA Sugar side. So just a minute remaining. But if the launch knows that he hasn't had much action coming to him in this side. And again, the flag goes off for offside. There isn't much we'll be playing for in this game, Gilbert. How would you analyze it ultimately?
Well, I think in terms of chances, NZOIA have been dominant on chances. Some very, very poor calls from the referee twice that he was not able to see infringement on both sides of the divide. But as we speak, GOR have lacked the punch up front. Some good chances coming their way, but again, they failed to connect.
Well, the last minute touches will be for Gor Mahia, but nothing else remaining at the moment. And even as we play the last 20 seconds of the game, with Gor Mahia in possession, should they lose the advantage, that will be it as well. Kahata tries to battle for the ball. Oh, he's very well marked and challenged as well. Festus Okiring is there. The throw-in is for Gor Mahia in a last-ditch effort to try and pull one back. Amos Dondi pushes the ball just a little bit too far, doesn't get a shot going. Boniface Launch is playing so far off his line. Decides to send the ball back to the midfield, other than wait for the other defenders to come in. And he's not even in a rush to get back to his position. Musa Mohammed stops this one. Again out onto the left side, Kahata. We've played 4 minutes of added time, at any moment now, the whistle will be going. And NZOIA Sugar notch a very important win over Gor Mahia in the GOTV Shield Cup knockout tournament to knock out Gor Mahia, the defending league champions, from this year's competition. What a game it has been. Very exhilarating, but the NZOIA Sugar side shows some very good maturity of a team that has been playing together for a long time, that has had 38 goals scored and now 39 if you include this one in this competition, to win it against Gor Mahia. So 2 big teams are eliminated in 1 weekend. The FC Leopard side eliminated 3-0 by Western Steamer, which is another Premier League side. Then on this other side, Gor Mahia eliminated by the NZOIA United side, Baran Walala, the man who will be celebrating this. From the Mumia Sugar Complex, lovely game, penalty in the 31st minute, taught by Nzano. NZOIA Sugar 1, Gor Mahia 0 at full time.
Anarudi.
Producer Flo. Director Flo. Director Flo. Do you want this for man of the match ama hii tumpatie tu? Since it's not live. Rashid sawa. Documents safi bila mambo. Haya salama. Kama umpatie official.